Do you guys know that there is a subreddit called Nofap that thinks if you don't jerk off, you get, I'm not going to say literal superpowers, but like social superpowers?
I've heard of this.
I have heard of these people.
I didn't know. I thought it was just it's supposed to make your life better or some shit.
I think maybe that's how it started.
Is it now thinking that you just get superpowers?
Essentially, that like people can just smell the fact that you haven't come on you, and it makes it makes you like a new spiritual guru, basically.
I mean, that would explain a lot, to be honest.
How so?
About all right, it's a joke. It was a lots of masturbation joke.
Can I tell a short story?
Sure.
Is it a short story you would tell in the dark?
Possibly, yeah. My mom just came into the room. She said,
"Wait, like right now?"
Yeah, and she said, I think that the person next door is being murdered.
Okay, yeah.
And I said, why would you think that? And she says that there was a guy ringing a bunch of buzzers, including ours, and then one of the ladies let him in, not knowing who he was, and she's like an invalid, is what she said. So she thinks that the lady's being murdered, and she asked me to go knock on the door and see if she's dying, and I said I'm streaming.
Did you tell her maybe the police would do a better job?
Literally, there's not much information to the story to make her believe that the lady's being murdered. So I feel fairly, good about the whole situation.
I mean, you aren't killing her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You should go over and kill her now.
Yeah, it's the perfect crime.
She said she's going right now, and if she doesn't come back, she's haunting me. So,
this explains so much about the Robert we know. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Why did the lady let the dude in if she didn't know?
I don't know. Well, see, but this is the thing: is my mom's making the assumption that she doesn't know who this person is. Well, maybe she does. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it was just a lost guy who didn't know what the right apartment was.
That's a
What
possibility.
do you mean?
Well.
In what world would you let that crazy person in? He forgot what apartment he lived in, so he just hit all the buzzers?
No, he forgot what apartment his friend lives in.
God. All right.
I'm
After I
not
shoot
letting that
these
person
arrows,
in.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I have to defend my house.
Have Jess do it.
Oh yeah, Jess, go.
You need 5'5" British girl?
Yeah, you can handle yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Man, I did like good on half of these and shitty on the other half.
I did just shitty all around. A well-rounded shitty.
Rob! What did I do?
What happened? You got a 24.
Dude, I was getting mind flooded by talking about like this whole like dying in my house thing.
Bring like a hammer or something with you.
Should I go? Should I go see?
I don't know. Is your mom back yet?
I don't know.
When did she leave?
Like just now.
No, you probably got a little time.
To see if I'm. Should I? I don't know. I don't know what's the etiquette here.
You should definitely have a hammer.
All right,
And just be
Just
like,
play
I'm the
trampoline.
plumber.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I'm
All
gonna
right,
die.
cool. Good luck in the men's vault, Jess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Oh, Rob.
Is Rob locked into his room or something?
Yeah.
How do you get locked into your room?
Oh, I remember the story. Yeah, he can get locked in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get
Because
out.
the door's broken.
Yeah, I can't get out of my room anymore. So.
I'm the one with muscle.
No. There's no fixing it. You can't get. All right.
So are you just trapped in your room?
Yes, I am.
I'm not enough.
Yeah, I'm trapped in here until someone helps me from the outside.
So if your mom's dead,
Yeah.
you are trapped in your room forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I mean, really, there's been a series of events that have happened over the past couple of minutes that have really
Mr. Freeman.
Yes, a lot of things thrown right at me real quick.
Do you have a hammer in your office?
Well, we have knives now, so
That's good enough.
yeah. I can dual wield knives.
He's done it.
I'm upset.
You know what would be hilarious though, is if we do get murdered right now and we were laughing about it moments before we got murdered.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
I can appreciate the humor.
Did I tell you guys the story of how my housemate in university had the same problem with his door? Like, he broke the knob off, so we had to use a butter knife to get out after he closed it. And then he was an exchange student, and one day his mom stayed with us for whatever reason. We thought it was real weird. And we got a knock on our front door, and it was just these two kids, and they were laughing, and they were like, hey, there's a Chinese lady on your balcony. And I was like, yeah, okay. There's a Chinese lady on our balcony. Good one. That's hilarious. And then I went inside, and I was like, hey, guys, these kids told me there's a Chinese lady on our balcony. And then they were like, oh, shit. Shang's mom was staying over. And then we went upstairs, and she was just rattling on the door and going like, hello? The door is locked. Hello? And we had to, like, let her out, but we were also simultaneously laughing harder than we've ever laughed in our entire lives.
I'm sure that made her feel right at home.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
As I got older, I realized it's probably, like, the most demeaning moment of her entire life, because she's also, like, genuinely, like, an epidemiologist or something. She's like a respected professional, and she got locked in her son's college house. A bunch of people laughed at her.
You should have just brought her a bowl of milk.
Because she's a cat.
Yeah, because she's like a stray cat.
I see what you're saying.
Oh my god.
So any updates on with the neighbor? No, I'm locked in my room. I can't get out. There's no way for me to tell.
I mean, we let her out. It's not like we kept her in there.
Some say she's still there to this day. Rattling at the door.
Hello?
Like, I don't want to go too deep on the accent. But she was, like, heavily accented. So just add that to the equation, and I can't do it, is the thing.
Thought I heard a gunshot.
Please, please.
Oh, you fucker of mothers.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to know what happens if you hit like 12 hours. What happens at that point?
Worst case, like if I don't think that we can't leave, I do have a fire escape.
Okay, can you get back in?
I can take my keys and walk around to the other side.
I
will walk into someone's like balcony, but that's fine. I'm sure they'd understand. So,
Do you have a phone?
yes.
Can you call your mother?
I probably should. Okay, hold on.
Open the door with a credit card or something? Well, who do you think owns this
No,
building?
it's-
EA?
It's not locked. It's jammed. There's a yeah. It's the main issue. Hey, Mom, if you're still alive, we are trapped. All right.
Let's start here. Yeah, you could smash it open with the hammer.
You know, that text will age very poorly if my mom just got murdered.
You should give her a telephone call.
Yeah, but then, you know, I'm live on air.
Exactly.
Well, if she's dead, the worst thing that could happen is she doesn't answer.
Yeah,
We're getting
if
broke
your
out.
mom has actually been murdered, I will probably delete the VOD.
Here's the scoreboard after that last round.
Don't get awkwardly quiet. Now I don't like this. The funniness is worn off.
Chat's also right. Don't call her. You'll look desperate.
She broke us out. She broke us out. She said she didn't
sick.
actually check, so she thinks that.
Oh, so all that worry
person's
was for
actively
nothing.
Yeah. Well, she asked if I was done, so I could go check on the lady.
All right. Well, you know.
So the
Great.
potential of still getting murdered is there.
Oh yeah. Possibility. Check on the murder. I'm not checking on the murder. I'll check. If she's dead, she's dead already. All right. Look.
Well, now that we know that your mom's okay, if she is dead, I don't think it's still worthy of VOD deletion.
That's exactly the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know that neighbor. I got no. You know. Anything to her? Relation to her? She shouldn't open the door. Actually, it would be horrifying if my neighbor just died, though.
Kate got recognized at this pizza place, is what she said.
Oh.
Oh.
Did someone try to murder your neighbor?
I wish, dude. I wish there was a random button in Jackbox.
Mmm. That'd be nice.
Yeah, but it like you random and it doesn't give you bracket tier.
And me, and he said, "Hey, gorgeous." And then the dude, like, I was just walking and he was walking. We didn't stop walking. He just said, "Hey, gorgeous."
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I hate being outside by myself.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I'm not sure that's being recognized, though, to be honest with you.
No, this is a different story.
Okay.
That's such a dumb thing you just said. I love it.
I don't get stories like that.
I don't know how both you and Kate, it's seemingly every time you leave the house, something happens that's like of note. It's just ridiculous.
I told you, dude. Vancouver's full of weirdos.
Probably one of the
But they're
coolest
like
things
more
that's
famous.
ever happened to me outside of my house in the past 2 years was like, I went to Sam's one time. So you already tell us it's a fucking exciting story. And I grabbed one of the carts and I started wheeling around. And I was like, huh, I got a cart that doesn't suck for once. It's never happened. You always get the cart with the squeaky wheel or the wheel that spins around and you have to push really hard. All right, Kate, you know, I'll just, you know,
Do you know how much it costs to get dry cleaning?
How much?
It cost me like $12.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, but then the dude cost me $12. He should pay me $12.
Rob, we finally got that sweater dry cleaned.
Oh, did
It
you?
cost me $12.
When a dude spilled ketchup all over Kate at that
Shake Shack.
Yeah. All right. You may continue, Austin.
I told you the story was boring. It doesn't need to be finished. The comedic punch is gone, if there was any.
Kate didn't know she was interrupting Austin. She doesn't have.
I'm actually not being spiteful. I mean, like, it's probably good she corrected it.
Wow, Austin. Jeez. You know, way to be a fucking baby about it, man. That's just-
Fuck you, Jackbox. Dick. It's memeing me.
No. I shouldn't. Although it has survived the internet, maybe.
Is it a joke about your mom being murdered?
No! But she's still alive, thankfully. Well, as far as I know, since last I spoke to her.
I thought you were gonna, like, well your thankfully for a second there.
You're getting another
It's like,
player's
wow.
answer on your device.